Hi, I'm Lee and this is my vlog about my handmade life. I wanted to pop in and talk to you about Advent because if you come here regularly you would have heard of the Advent mini skein swap that we run in the Luli Ravelry group. And every quarter we've been swapping 6 mini skeins so that we have enough 10 gram mini skeins for an Advent project. And usually we have a Advent along in the group on Ravelry. However, this year there've just been a lot fewer people in that group and there are fewer people who can use Ravelry now. And so I wanted to talk to you about what I was planning to do for my Advent project this year, and also just to give you a hashtag for Instagram so that we can all join in there rather than over in the Ravelry group. So I'm going to be using the hashtag Luli's Advent 2021, which should be appearing across here right now. And I hope that you'll use the same hashtag and join me there as you open your parcels every day and work on your Advent projects. I've also decided to do something that I feel a little trepidatious about this year. I used to knit Advent socks. As I opened my calendar, I would knit a stripe into a pair of socks, and that was really good fun. For the last few years I have been helping a friend of mine by making Hexie Puffs for her Hexie Puff blanket. I think it's called, is it called the Beekeeper's Quilt or something like that? And that's been really good fun. Actually, it's fun to go to her place, and it's getting quite big now, and see all the Hexie Puffs that I've knitted for the blanket. This year though, I've decided to start something for myself, and blankets have always been a bit doomed here. I start them with a great deal of enthusiasm, and they barely ever get to the size of a cushion cover. However, I think owning my own home all by myself and not having to compromise or conspire with anybody else about what goes on there has done something to my brain. So I am starting a blanket that I actually feel like I might finish. Why do I always feel this way when I start a blanket? I'm starting a blanket. I'm keeping it simple, and I'm starting a really simple mitered square blanket. And I thought that before we actually got to Advent, I would actually put some squares on it, just for fun. These are ones, this is West Yorkshire Spinners, like the cherry bomb colourway or cherry something rather colourway. This is a yarn that I used in my Enchanted Mesa a few years ago. I won't be able to tell you where all the yarns come from because I have no idea what I use this one for, or whether I just got it as a mini skein. So yeah, I bought needles. I've bought these really cute little Knit Pro needles. They're the Symphonies. They're not double pointed or anything, specifically for this project. And I'm thinking that I may just get it out for Advent every year and see how I go along. I followed the tutorial that Ellie from Craft House Magic did, and I started off using a stitch marker. I think this has come in one of my previous Advent calendars, that little snowflake stitch marker. And I find that I'm not really needing it now. I think it was just doing the first square where it was kind of handy, but you can kind of feel where the ridge is because it's in the corner. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing for Advent. And as I say, if you are opening parcels and working on a project, then please use the hashtag so that we can all chat together on Instagram. I have my parcels here ready to go. I have a bag that my couch cover came in, and I have all my parcels sitting there. And some of them are numbered. I think I mentioned this when they arrived. I'm so intrigued by this numbering thing. I don't know if I should pull them out randomly. I might pull those particular ones out in the order that they're numbered, but randomly with all of the other things. I've decided that with my mitered square blanket, I do just want to use semi-solid or fairly solid colours in there. I don't want my squares to be too wild. The other thing I'm going to try to do is put a dark tone next to lighter tones. Yeah, and I'm only going to put in colours that I actually like, and I like quite a lot of colours, so that should be pretty easy. Hello! I was just editing my little spiel, and I wanted to mention that you don't have to have joined in the Luli Advent mini skein swap in order to join in the Advent make along. If you have an Advent calendar from anywhere that you've made yourself or that you've bought, then feel free to come and join us. Cheerio! Now, where did I get to? Yeah, so if you want to chat and join in, then please pop over to Instagram and use the hashtag Luli'sAdvent2021 and we shall chatter there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do with your mini skeins. Cheerio!